Breakman, gimmeaflakeman, and my horse, my pet horse. Hey guys, it's the end of my birthday. It's now the next day. Oh, I'm wearing my internet glasses. Apparently these protect me. I don't know. They're good for whatever. They block out some internet rays. I don't know what they're for. Anyway, yeah, my birthday's over. My wife's asleep now. She's still she's starting to show quite a bit, and still got tsuwari. Tsuwari is morning sickness. I'm wearing a pure white t-shirt. Went jogging today. Had a good day. Lots of cake and presents. I just put up a video on Give Me a Break Man. Go check it out. All the goodies for the birthday. This video is more of a thank you, I guess, and just a chat. You know, it's a laundry video. Yeah, I guess we'll just call it a laundry video. So those of you who know what that is, that's just a video that you don't have to listen to. No, I always say that. You don't have to watch. Just listen to it. Right? And I'm not going to show you anything interesting during the video. Okay? Anyway. Had a good day. Especially the students. In my, what is it, 130 class everyone brought me presents, which I was surprised at. It's usually kind of uncomfortable, like one student might bring me a present and everyone feels kind of dumb that they didn't bring me a present. Actually, I have no, they probably don't care. They probably don't feel that way at all. But it's a really nice class. One older woman, two middle-aged women, and one younger woman. And they all get along great. Anyway, I'll go watch the Give Me a Break Man channel if you want. All I'm saying is I had a great day. That's all. Let's see. I also wanted to talk about... Oh, it says get up there. I don't know why. I guess it says get up right there. Can you see that? Right on top. I also wanted to thank... I gotta tell you, I was really surprised at the end of the day because Tomoko surprised me with a cake that you'll see in the other video. It's a really amazing cake, so you have to go check out that video. And the thing is, yeah, before I got the cake, I was thinking how lucky I am to have so many good friends, especially recently, you know. And I'm talking about basically the new Nagoya bloggers group that's pretty much kind of organically grown up here. We've got Regan, of course, Shane, Kaz, Tomoko, of course. And now Rachel and June, right? They've come to Nagoya too. And there's Andre, and there's people I met in the Mac store just the other day. So I'll tell you what, at the end of this video, I'm gonna add on a couple other videos that are kind of related. People that I met in the store that recognize me, and one of them hopefully we'll make videos with in the future. She's also a vegan. April is her name. Check that out. I also wanted, I was just thinking how lucky I am for all the things that are happening this year. This has been a pretty big year for me, you know. We lost Maggie. Oh, Maggie. We lost Maggie this year. But of course, we also, we're also going to be welcoming, though not this year, next year we'll be welcoming a baby moron into the world. So that's really good. My wife and I gotten along pretty well this year, I think. 7 years, I think we've been married now. I don't know what, a lot of new friends. YouTube is going well. I'm still enjoying it. And I'm just feeling, I don't know, a little sappy, a little sentimental, a little thankful, I guess, you know. Everything's, going really well. I did, you know what though, I gotta tell you, the honest truth. I made a video like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago saying, if you want to contact me here, and email me twice if I don't respond. People were emailing me twice the same day, which wasn't my point. Like, give me a week or so if I don't answer. And actually, I haven't been able to answer anybody in the last couple of weeks because I've had so many, I've got a lot of work. I've got a lot of extra work happening. And there's so many things I want to respond to. I'm working on so many projects right now. It's hard to finish anything. Too many fingers and too many pies, but I'm not feeling like I'm getting older. I don't get it. Like I feel like I should feel like I'm getting older, but I'm not. I just feel good, basically. Yeah. And I guess that's pretty much all I want to say about that. And let's get rid of that. That's one thing out of the way. Just isn't life great? I'm a lucky guy. I gotta say I'm lucky. And half of the reason I'm lucky is because of you guys. You know, I don't get to talk to you guys that much face to face, of course. And even when I do, it's just too short. Like the party the other day, I honestly think it was just way too short. We were there 3 or 4 hours, but most of the time was like, hi, nice to meet you, good to meet you, chat, 3 minutes, next person, you know? I almost felt like an AKB48 girl shaking hands, waiting to get stabbed, right? No, I wish we had more time to develop more relationships and things like that. And it takes time, it takes time. Don't make the mistake of thinking I'm becoming a softie. I'm still here to facepalm myself at some of the ridiculous emails I get. And even when I know, like I'll say something on camera. I'll say something. I'll give an example. I'm gonna say something on camera right now that's gonna piss someone off, but he shouldn't be pissed off because what I'm saying is completely true, and I'm not holding it against him. And I'm not even gonna say his name, okay? But I got an email 2 days ago saying this email is more like a business proposition, and basically the business proposition is I can make a video for him and shout out his channel. Was basically the proposition. And I was like, okay, well, maybe he just forgot to include the amount of money he was offering me, which I have never actually accepted money to do a shout out video. But I've been offered a couple times, and I'm kind of curious. And I know other people have. There are other YouTube J-vloggers who actually do accept money. And I don't think I'd accept money for that, for a shout out. I do it anyway, right, if I like someone's videos. But it was funny because I felt like, I asked them, I emailed the person back. I think it was a man. I said, I'm sorry, but how is this a business email? How is this a business opportunity? He's like, well, I guess it's not. I don't even remember what he said, but it was obvious that he didn't know what else to call it, so he called it a business opportunity. Because it wasn't really a question; it was more like a request. But anyway, I was nice thinking. But the thing is, he's actually I've seen a couple of his videos. He's actually a nice guy, and there's no reason for me to publicly make fun or humiliate him, and I'm not. Though, if you're watching this, man, that is kind of a ridiculous thing to write somebody. That's not what the word business implies. Business implies an exchange of monetary goods, coinage. Money will be exchanged hands, but not that I'm against doing it for free. But I'm completely fine doing it for free. But just when you use that word, you should know what it implies. People don't know. But it's funny. I was watching a TED talk by a woman. I think her name was Ann Curry or Corain. What was her name? Ann something. If you know her name. But it's about the way language is changing, and how grammar Nazis like myself are spelling Nazis, and which I have no right to do because I make them myself. Typos, right? Especially with Siri. She's such a bitch. She doesn't understand my Peruvian accent, right? Peruvian American accent. Things like that, we really shouldn't worry too much. Though it goes against everything I think should be true, But in summary, I shouldn't be so anal about spelling and grammar or the meaning of words, because the whole of humanity will decide in the end what is correct and what is not correct. I can bitch about it, I guess, but at the same time, if we want to have a good communication, we both have to agree what the word business means. Otherwise, it's just frustrating. Otherwise, there's just no communication. Another example of that is the word love, believe it or not. Love in Japanese women, in general, will be quick to say the word I love you. Generally speaking, in English. Not knowing that the real use of the word I love you, for most Westerners, is actually quite heavier. And means quite a bit, right? Things like that. But I do feel a lot of love today towards the world for everything that's happened. But let's go on to something. Well, maybe that's all I should say for this. Just a thank you to you guys, and an apology for not getting to a lot of your emails. I have lots of emails there coming up at me. maybe I'll just leave it just as a big thank you, and whoever's listening, just thanks for the birthday wishes from everybody. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. There's a guy. I think I could say his first name. The guy's name is Andrew. He went and he put together on Facebook a compilation of 7 years of videos, and he just picked like 1 or 2 videos from each year, because it would be ridiculous to put them all together. There's like 2,000 videos out there. But I showed it to my wife, and she usually never. She doesn't care about YouTube. But I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "Wow, this is really cool. I really like this video." She really liked it. And she said, and we oh yeah, we were watching. There's a show in Japan. It's really stupid. There's this show in Japan called Unbelievable, I think that's what it's called. And Bito Takeshi is the host. And I got a friend who's always on it. Like, he's always what they do is they recreate these true stories, usually crimes or something, or really dramatic stories. And one of the stories today was about 2 young women who had killed another woman over jealousy. Was it Lola and Karen killed Michelle, I think. I looked it up on the internet. I couldn't find it. I don't know where it happened. If you know that story, just put it in the comments. But the second story today, and I only got this. I don't know how many stories there were, but the last story, I got the second to last and last story, was about this 7-year-old girl who died. Right? She died at the age of 6, but she knew she had a malignant brain tumor, and she was dying. And her parents they helped her out with a bucket list, but they didn't call it a bucket list. They said wish list. And they were just letting her do everything she wanted to do before she died. And it was really tough to watch, even though it was mostly actors, But they kept switching back to the real people who are still actually alive, right? Of course. But I've told this story before, so let me. That's the story that's happening on TV right now. But let me pause for a minute and back up to another story. I told you many years ago, one of the reasons I thought, please listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say it is. I thought suicide is stupid and selfish is because my ex-girlfriend's father committed suicide, and he left all these notes all over the house, telling the mother that it's all your fault. He would like write on a little note, like, "It's all your fault, bitch," and he would like stick it like he would just get a book and just stick it in there, and then put it there. And then, he put them all over the house, behind the sofa, under the sofa, behind the refrigerator, weird shit in the refrigerator and food. And then he killed himself. And months later, even years later, they were finding this guy's notes all over the house. And it was just, really malicious, malicious suicide. Can you believe that? Anyway, my ex-girlfriend, my high school girlfriend, she grew up without a father. And she's the one, that she told me that story, and when I once mentioned that, I sometimes thought about suicide, she just thought, that's so stupid, I was just a dumb teenager who was glorifying suicide, romanticizing it. And I realized, well, I thought at that time that she was right. Of course, we know now that it's much more complicated. It's not just an easy, you can't just say suicide is selfish. And I can actually see why someone would do it, and I would be okay with them doing it. Or even myself, like I could see under what circumstances I might commit suicide now, and not think it's selfish. But here's the interesting connection. Back to the story that I saw on TV tonight. The 6-year-old girl was dying, but the parents didn't think she knew she was dying, because they kept saying, "Take your medicine. You're going to get better. You're going to get better. You're going to get better." Because what are you going to tell a 6-year-old girl? You're dying. And then the girl died, right? After she went in and out of the hospital a few times. They treated it, but in the end, the cancer got her. It was inoperable brain cancer. And a little while later, her little sister, who's still alive, found one of her little notes. And her little sister couldn't read, and just handed it to the mom, and the mom read it. And the little girl was six, but she could write a little bit, right? So she would spell like you, like I love you, LUV, YOU, no, YUO. Well, she wouldn't misspell you, but. And all over the house, they found notes that the little girl had written. She wrote a little letter to her. Oh, her sister's name was Grace. This happened in Cincinnati, Ohio. Her little sister was Grace, and she wrote a little note to Grace that said, "I love Grace. Go Grace." And I was really teary-eyed. I was like, my wife always laughs at me. I'll cry at the stupidest things. Seriously, I cried at Toy Story 3, probably 2 as well. I think 2 and 3. I'm really a crybaby when it comes to movies. And I hate it, you know, because sometimes I know it's like the director's manipulating me and I just can't control it. I feel like such a fag. I'm sorry, you know, in the way that you shouldn't use, but that's the politically incorrect term, fag, in that way. I just feel so like such a wuss. I apologize to all the wusses out there. But anyway, so it was pretty. I was crying today. But then we came up and we saw this video that Andrew had made and put on Facebook. And my wife said, that's what you should be crying about. That's what you should be crying about. That's a great video. And look, this guy has gone through all your videos and made a great compilation. That's what you should be crying about. And she laughed at me. She likes laughing at me when I'm crying. Anyway. So that's all I got to say in this video. A little laundry vlog for you. Thank you. That's all I got to say. That was basically that was a long thank you, right? That's it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to put up something real quick after this. Maybe. What time is it? 1 a.m. I'll go to sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. I want to get up and jog again. Woo! All right. But I'll be making some videos this week and catching up. So, thanks a lot. I'm going to just give you guys a kiss. Please take the kiss, and if you appreciate it, kiss me back. See you later, guys.